Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble. Happy Sunday. I hope you've had a good weekend and you're ready for the week ahead. And before we get started, before I get into anything, let me go ahead and do a quick test. And that does seem to be working. Okay. That does seem to be working, so yay. All right, now that we have that settled, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Thormurn is back in Waterworks. He has to search for possible weapons. He must defeat some goblin runners. And while he's here, he's going to help out the dwarves down in Waterworks, because last time he came down here, he stopped at... what was it? We went the wrong way, didn't we? Yes, we did. He stopped at putting up some new lights for them. And hello, Drive-By. Thank you for letting me know it looks good. Hello, George Chris. How are you? Hopefully doing good. Ah. Is this where we want to go? No, we want to go down another floor. This is where we want to go. So how's everybody doing? You ready for Monday? Yeah. The Drive-By says, no, he is not ready for Monday. So we want to go this way. Oh, and I did pick up another legendary, who's it, word of power for Thormurn's crossbow. Obviously, we're not going to look at that right here, but we'll look at that in a second. So these are the crystals we're replacing, and we're replacing them with those spider legs. I guess that might work. And there's one of the goblin runners that we needed. Oh wow, he died pretty quick. And you I didn't really want to kill, but since you decided to aggro. Okay, nope, none down there. But there's one over here. Now, I can't remember if we have to turn that back in up top before we continue, because there are actually quests in this area. Okay, that's half of them. Okay, those are fine. Those are fine. Another goblin runner. That part's easy. Now, along one of the walls, there's a doorway into this place. And I can never remember. Wait, I think I see it. So there's the mustering horn. The door should be right there. And watch, I won't remember it again. Excuse me. Rude. Now I need one more. And if I remember right, it should be down below. Could be wrong on that one. But I might as well harass the wildlife here while we're at it. Nope. Oh, and that's an instance there. Right here. This doorway is the instance for Philicool. So I can't remember how many people that requires to run it. If it's 3, 6, or 12. But it is definitely not solo. Yeah, I'm absolutely missing one of these. That one's not glowing, so I got that one. I got that one. I got that one. Those are fine. are fine. Well, I mean, on the bright side, we just got all of our goblin runners. That's one thing down. Oh, that's fine. I got one hiding from me. You seem to be dealing with the wildlife in the area really fast. You overleveled for the place. Not too much, no. Yeah, not too much at all. They're level 54, he's level 56. So we're not talking about a huge overleveling. Ah, there it is. We're not talking about a huge gap here. Talk to friend and the rotting cellar. So we do have to go back. But we have improved upon his bow, so that probably is helping. And once we get back up to the rotting cellar, I'll show you what I added to it. Which actually may be making a bigger difference than even I thought it would. Oh, maybe we should put on his hunter speed boost. That might be useful. Maybe the level gap is high enough to be able to enter the cute little instance store and slap a few enemies. Unfortunately, no. Trust me, if it says it's a fellowship in Moria, they mean it. And even the people I've known that have been able to solo instances in Moria were at least 15 or 20 levels above those instances before they tried it. So I don't think I've seen anybody do it even close to being at level.
How may I be of service?
Why is... That might help. Alright. Let's see. Get rid of the junk. Use up the rep items. And so we take a look at his crossbow. The new thing I added to it was a ranged attack extension. It adds +8 to ranged attack extension, +57 to physical mastery, +57 to tactical mastery. So his say his quick shot had a 30-meter range, and now has a 38-meter range. So that is 33% more range for that attack skill. Now this only works on skills that had a 15-meter or more range to start with, but most of his range skills had 30 meters. So, like his couple of little melee skills, it didn't affect those. So it didn't affect his Scourging Blow, it didn't affect Low Cut, but everything else went from 30 meters to 38 meters. It also gave him extra physical mastery and tactical mastery. And I'm thinking because he's able to start the fight from a much further distance now, he's able to finish the fight before a lot of things even get close enough to him to start attacking. And the physical mastery doesn't hurt. Neither does the tactical mastery.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
So they worked. I never doubted my craftsmanship. Never had a doubt. Sure. You just keep convincing yourself of that. Ooh. Wow, that's a lot of agility. But what he has also has critical rating, physical mastery, finesse. I will take those. I don't know if I actually want them, but I will take them. Now, I thought for sure, I think it's you I need to talk to, isn't it?
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
The orc attacks that have come lately have been terrible. We barely beat back the last one a few days ago, and then they suddenly stopped. I know we haven't killed them all. I can feel them at night lurking beyond the torchlight. I fear they are preparing a final assault that will be the doom of us all. We cannot wait for the hammerful Thormurn. We must take the battle to them before they are ready and move from their attack. That is where you come in. I want you to take them unaware. Their encampment lies near the Chamber of Dark Waters to the south. While you press the attack, several of my men will move westward to a new outpost. When you have finished, meet Enzor there. Alright, I think the new outpost is the place I was talking about. So, we need to go kill some orcs. Sorry about that. I did not mean to sneeze in everybody's ear. Hello, random person. I hope you're having fun. But at any rate, yeah, I'm thinking that having that extra range has been helping him out a lot more than I thought it would. And we're not worried about the little critters that aren't going to attack us right now. We'll worry about critters that will attack us, like that. Ah, pile of old weapons. That's another thing we're looking for down here. If I remember right, there are at least 2, but I'm pretty sure there are 3. That was a sneeze. It sounded like it. I think the mic actually cut it off. Do you have noise filters on? I We do have things like noise reduction and I can't remember what it's called, the skill that, or the filter that will cut a noise out if it's suddenly louder than everything else. But I also covered my mouth and pinched my nose before I sneezed because I knew it was coming. I just wasn't fast enough on the I wasn't fast enough on the mute button. That's what I'm trying to say. That's okay. But yeah, I tried to hit the mute button, but at the same time, like I said, I covered my mouth and pinched my nose to hopefully minimize the sound. I guess it worked. Now, we'll actually be back here again. We're just killing our 10 orcs for the moment. There are a couple of things we're going to want to get while we're in here. Oh, hello, Mr. Brawler. So nice of you to offer yourself up. Talk to Rank Stronghammer. Wait, nope, talk to Anzor. So this one I can remove. And this is the one that's going to take us to that place I was talking about. Now, like I said, I just have to remember exactly where that door is. All I have to do is spot the mustering horn right there. And there's Ansor.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Thank you for holding them off, Thormurn. You brought us enough time to make our way over here. It's not ideal, but it will do for now. They were covered in some sort of fungus growth, you say. That must be why they stopped attacking us. Something else attacked them. But what could it be? What could be down there? Yeah, the ambient sounds are pretty cool in this in here.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Our way here from the rotting cellar, we saw much of the fungus in the Waterworks. We need to take swift action to ensure that we are not overwhelmed. And also, we must ensure that the orcs do not maintain even a small foothold by our water wheels. Speak with the others and do what you can to help them out with their plans. Meanwhile, I have another request of you. Of course you do. You have a couple of them, I see.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
Every night at the rotting cellar, I used to engage in battle with one of the orcs of Moria. We would fire our arrows back and forth, listening for the twang of the bowstring, searching for our enemy in the dark. It broke the monotony of guard duty, but a dangerous game it was. At rare times we traded taunts, though we were each careful to move so as not to be discovered, and I learned this creature's name is Erbrum. Erbrum had not loosened upon us for several days now, and I fear he has fallen to the fungus. These infected orcs are unpredictable and dangerous. I do not know what drives them, but an orc of Erbrum's skill under the influence of the spore could be a terrible threat. Go to the Chamber of Dark Water east of here and seek out Erbrum. If he is to be found, destroy him, lest his arrows return. I don't know what to say about that, other than, are you an absolute moron? You're playing basically check-in with an orc.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
So we have all discussed the work you did, and the effects it has had, and believe we have come up with a plan to stop the growth here, keeping it from spreading to the rest of Khazad-dûm. We have created a mixture we believe will remove the additional power the fungus growth has given the orcs it has infested. Seek out Kraybag, the most powerful of the infested orcs. Throw this in his face, and then see if piercing through the growth is easier. Don't worry. What could possibly go wrong? Return to me when you have tried this solution. Okay, I've never tried that quest. I'm gonna have to figure out how to stun him. That's all I can say about that. Alright. I don't need a rune stone. That is for a rune keeper. He is no rune keeper. Anything else? Oh, that's it. Alright. Thank you. Apparently, some others have quests.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
I've been talking with Ensor and studying the cloth he brought back at the rotting cellar, and I have come to a conclusion. I believe the fungus would rather be in the water than living on the orcs. The only reason it is on the orcs is because it can not get back to the water. If you could bring me back several spores from the infested orcs, I could study them and learn more, perhaps even prove my theory. You can find these infested orcs near the Chamber of Dark Water to the east of here. I don't think that is the wisest choice, dude. You're gonna spread that stuff by putting it in the water. You daft?
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Greetings, Thormurn. One of the dwarf mirrors has been covered with the fungus infesting everything down here. No matter what I have tried, I've not been able to get rid of it. Answer has been experimenting with a variety of acid he claims he retrieved from the dragonettes and the Silvertine loads. Perhaps you could try using it to clean the mirror. The mirror is to the south, just outside the Chamber of Memory. If it works, return to me, but travel with care. The orcs are lurking about. There is still more to be done.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
I have a fear, Thormurn. We have been using some of the mushrooms around here for cooking with our meals, but I do not think all of them are safe. There are some mushrooms down near the water's edge, growing in that tepid pool of fungus. I believe the orcs have eaten those, and that is what's caused them to become infected. To deal with this threat, at least to slow its spread, I would ask you to go and destroy those mushrooms. While an orc is still an enemy, it is easier enemy to kill than one of those fungus-infested creatures. Alright, y'all just gave me, like, I don't know, metric boatload of quests. Anybody else? Anyone? You're, okay, the healer doesn't have anything. Good. Although I swear he does give me a quest later. Oh, I guess not. I guess that's it. I hope so. Because y'all just gave me, like, I don't know, about 500 quests. Alright. so we need to go back that way. And we will happily kill another goblin. And we'll kill those because they're deeds. No, they're not. Maybe they're not. Okay. Well, I know those aren't deeds. It was just painful to get knocked off the side of this by one. Oh, and maybe this would help too. All right, we're in the right place. Oh, I forgot the frog had that skill. He can tongue lash you and throw you around. There's Urbrum. And there went Urbrum. I'm surprised you don't get a chance at getting infected with the fungus too while you're down here. We need to go down here. And actually, fun fact, we will be down here again. Fungus cannot infect a maelstrom. Hello, Nardic. Happy Sunday to you. So, this is the Chamber of Dark Waters. That is actually an exploration spot here. Oh, it goes well so far. Happy to see you. All right, we found another piece of the goblin statue. This is a piece of the torso, the statue of Helgi Goblinbane that once stood outside the Chamber of the Crossroads. So we have the torso piece now. We are delving many things. Now, Krabag seems perturbed, but otherwise unharmed. In translation, that concoction did nothing to him. But we have defeated him. So, yay! Now, we still need to destroy some mushrooms and find a fungus-covered mirror. And I could have sworn... No, I don't think there is a... I thought there was a riddle down here. I do not think so. Well, remember, before the orcs took over. This was a much different place. No, something else is the culprit behind the fungus. Surprisingly, the orcs are being as badly affected by it as anything else. I won't say anything else because I don't want to ruin any surprises. Alright. So we gotta go this way. For a couple of things. One, the mirror is over this way. Two, there is at least two more exploration spots over here. So, this is the Chamber of Memory. Thormurn has been swimming in some bad-looking water. He better schedule a fresh bath after that delve. Oh, there's worse looking water than this. You go to the Lone Lands, and there is a place called Agamor. And the water there is blood red. Glopsnaga rushed forth to reclaim the mirror. Oh, you stinker. Now come down here and fight like a proper orc. You did come down. Well, I take that back. You got more balls than most orcs do. Alright, clean the mirror with acid. Now. Well, you had to go there to help defeat some undead and other creatures. And help Radagast the Brown. So, there was actually a purpose for going there. While we're here, there's another exploration spot we want to go to. Have to fight our way up. Yeah, the turtles are kind of cool looking. There is one instance, and I cannot remember if it's supposed to be a sixth man. I think it's a sixth man. But actually, it might be Philicool. There is a gigantic turtle. That's the whole instance. You're fighting this big, gigantic turtle. Alright, this place, and we'll have to remember this for later because this here is one of 5 plaques we're going to be looking for a later story quest. This is the Lost Treasury, which we can tell is sadly empty. And this is another instance, and I do not have permission to use that. So, treasury is sadly empty. You got dibs on any lost treasure, found a lost treasure. Unfortunately, the orcs already got dibs on it. It's all gone. big, huge tower, which we can't go up in, which is too bad. And neither do the dwarves. That's why they're here. The dwarves do not recognize the false claims of orcs either. I actually managed to mute that time. I don't know why, but I have the sneezes tonight. So, only thing we have left is to destroy some mushrooms, and hopefully along the way we will find some more piles of useful weapons. Oh, hello, Grizzly Ray. Yeah, I'm zooming. Probably because I've done these a few times, so I'm familiar with them. Also because he's a dwarf hunter, and he's just a little faster than most of his dwarf brethren. And how are you today? Hopefully you had a good weekend. Now, mushroom. Mushrooms, mushrooms, mushrooms. And if you ever wondered what might be the easiest class to play in LOTRO, well, this is probably it. Note to self, get a new pair of scissors. My pair grew legs and walked away, or just poofed. That's why there's about 6 pairs of... Oh, lag. About 6 pairs of scissors in the house here. Dang, okay, that's some lag. Uh-oh. Yep, latency. We have a 48% loss. And 6 pairs of O-lag sound like an Irish 6-pack of booze. Yeah, you see this? Okay, I know y'all see the rubber banding. That is unfortunately some serious lag going on. Already in use. Alright, we'll wait. And we are frozen in place again. Okay, where the heck is this lag coming from? Hold on. Don't see anybody else talking about lag. Still at 70% loss. We're not even that. We don't even have that much latency. 46 millisecond. But we're losing a lot of packets. Might have to restart the game and see if I can't pick up a better server. I think I'm going to do that. Alright, so give me just a second, gentlemen and ladies. If you're there, I'm going to go ahead and restart. I'm still here. But we're going to go ahead and leave that server and log back in and hopefully get something with something resembling less lag. Now, it's still going to be Laurelin. Let me make that clear. But each server actually has multiple sub-servers. And... oh, Houston, we might have a problem. Okay, we might indeed have a problem. And it doesn't look like I'm able to log back on yet. This is not good. Wait. Very slow. All right. But yeah, so I log into Laura Lynn, but I might log into Laura Lynn server 13 or server 17 or server 47. So what I'm hoping is I hit a different sub-server that isn't quite so rubber bandy right now. And Grizzly, you said your weekend was good. I hope yours as well. What server are you playing on? Huge lag right now in Angmar. I am, well, as you can tell, I'm on Laura Lynn, and I was getting some massive lag just now. And like I said, I was hoping re-logging in would put me on a different sub-server so that I could see if I could do something with that. The whole farm lagging could be. Chat server is not available. That is never a good sign. So, fortunately, the server and the chat server are actually separate. You can actually be in the game and playing, but not be able to connect to the chat server. This does seem to be better, though. We won't count our chickens yet. If it was jumpy early on, I assumed it was your machine, but it wasn't. No, it was not my machine. Not with that kind of latency. That latency was definitely server side. You have returned with fresh bread. Where's mine? Where's my fresh bread? I love fresh bread. I assume fresh bread you mean you made it yourself, right? Or the missus made it, I don't know. The fungus among us. Hello, Plastonic. Happy Sunday to you. For a second there, it was the lag among us. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. One more mushroom to destroy. Ah, I see one over there. I just need to figure out what to make for dinner so I can have more fresh bread. Beef and noodles. I only say that because that's what I had for dinner. It was very tasty. Used some leftover roast beef and made some homemade noodles with brown gravy. Very good. Oh, no beef cubes. Grilled cheese would definitely use fresh bread. Grilled cheese and tomato soup or chicken noodle soup. I prefer tomato soup myself. All right, first, before we do a single thing, you, Mr. Provisioner. Poor guy doesn't even get his own name. Not thin enough to make grilled cheese. But thick slices can make good grilled cheese too. Still, if you don't prefer thicker slices of bread for your grilled cheese, then obviously that doesn't work. Four-inch thick grilled cheese. At that point, the cheese is only a condiment. And Plastonic says if it's thick, it has crouton potential. That's true.
shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
These are perfect, Thormurn. Thank you for bringing these to me. I'm sure they will prove useful.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
So it cleared it away. Good. Interesting that the orcs would be riled to defend it so.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
They are destroyed, and that is that. I'm glad to know they look different than the ones around here. We should not have anything to fear from what we have already eaten, but I might be a little more careful about which ones I cook from here on. You're decidedly lazy this evening and don't feel like making a mess for dinner. I don't know how you feel about tuna sandwiches.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
The deed is done. That is well. Urbram was a dangerous opponent before, but I fear he would have become more so under the influence of the fungus.
These halls will be great once more.
I thank you for helping them all with their plans. I'm sure some did more than others, but they have all proved valuable. I believe we are getting close to figuring out how to stop this foul fungus. Oh, we get to choose an item. Might and vitality, that would be good for our guardian. Never had tuna before? So that dwarf feels whatever that creature was is more dangerous on shrooms? Huh. Let's just say, yeah. I'm just going to take... Wait, which one's more expensive? About the same. Okay. Oh, what did we get? Deed completed. Quest of the Waterworks. We have completed quest within the Waterworks, which got us 5 LOTRO points, 30 marks, 2,000 virtue experience, increased reputation with the Iron Garrison Guard. Yeah, you could do that. Some homemade mac and cheese with some bread in it. My grandma used to do that. She would cube up some bread and mix it with the macaroni and cheese. And then she would top it with some green... she would also mix in some green onion, what she called onion tops. She'd chop it up and mix it in. And then she would put a little bit of it on top, and she would bake it. Very, very good.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
So the mixture only made Krayberg angry, you say? Then perhaps we used a little too much rhubarb. We will tweak it some more, and then try again. I am confident that with the right balance of spice and punch, with the correct undertone of... Answer continues to ramble on about making what sounds more like a pie filling than a mixture to battle a fungus such as that infecting the orcs. I don't think I've ever actually read that. That's actually just funny. Oh my god. That's actually funny.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
Have you heard a great creaking and churning in your travels of the Waterworks? That sound is from one of the ancient water wheels which once powered the great forges of Khazad-dûm. Without those wheels, the forges would overheat, and all the dwarves would have burned and met their end. However, not all of the wheels still work. The great wheel has long stood dormant, and it is time we renewed its turn. If you can do us a favor and drive out some of the creatures in the area, if we are to refire the forges, we need to control the wheel first. Anybody else? Yeah? You want something?
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
I know you are busy aiding Anzur with the will, but if you could spare a moment, I need aid of my own. There's a powerful lizard who keeps killing our messengers, but I have a plan on how to get rid of him. The first part involves toad slime. The slime of the toads here in the Waterworks have a powerful befuddling quality. If you bring me some, I can turn it into a powder we can use against the lizards. So you want me to collect toad slime? Y'all are weird. Oh, we need to go this way. What is it with dwarves wanting narcotic-like substances all the time? And Thormurn is a dwarf and he has no idea. No. The height of their statues would be their form of compensation. Why do you think their statues are so big that a dwarf could fit in the nose like a booger? Well, you managed to collect some toad slime so far. And that over there is the Great Wheel. A great water wheel lies still in the water nearby. It most certainly does. Okay, so this I can put away. Talk to Anzur again. I have, let's just say I started out on the Atari 2600. I have played on the Super Nintendo, which I kind of wish I still had. That was a lot of fun. I do have a Wii, which I rarely use, but I do have a few games for that. I would say 95% of my gaming, though, is PC. And has been for most of the time I've been gaming. You say the Atari was your first console. You were gifted it from your second cousin in the late 80s. So as a young'un, you were playing that. Then you moved to NES, Sega, N64, PS, and Xbox. Alright, so we have everything. We can go back up here. But yeah, I mean, there are certain things, obviously, I can't play on the PC. If I wanted to play Donkey Kong Country Returns, I would have to open up the Wii. If I wanted to do a game that was more than just sit on my butt and play, well, the Wii has that. And I do have a Steam Deck, though I guess technically that's also PC gaming. You're never much of a gamer in general. You play games from time to time on PC as well. You actually have a hard time getting yourself to play video games. Well, not everybody's going to enjoy video games as a hobby, which is perfectly fine. Everybody's got different hobbies. And it's not actually my only hobby. Ah! Just don't fall over the side. Oh, not even going to fall over. There's a set of stairs there. And it's not even my only hobby. I enjoy doing digital art. I have enjoyed crochet. I haven't done it in a while, but I am thinking I want to start doing it again. I don't know. I feel like seeing if I have enough yarn to make a blanket. But yeah, digital illustration, crochet. I don't know if you call. I don't think I would really call gardening a hobby. And I'm not particularly good at it, which is too bad because my mom's great at gardening. But I keep trying. And I figure I will get better.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Excellent. Once I had a couple of spices from my stores, this will be exactly what we need.
We have little time to speak. Great events have been set in motion.
I have boiled down the slime and combined it with several herbs to make a potent powder. It smells very appetizing, but it is a powerful poison. Sprinkle it on the lizard food in the drowned deep. At some point, Stonecrest should come looking to feast. When it has been weakened, you should be able to defeat it. Okay. And you?
These halls will be great once more.
So you found it. Well, I'm impressed. Many would have succumbed to the waters or the creatures of the deep. Your help is greatly appreciated.
If we are to find Mithril in Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs.
The sound of the water through the wheel was once so great it nearly hurt to be here. Now the water flows through them barely a trickle. Time and fungus have assaulted the once great wheels. They are decrepit, eaten away by rust, and consumed by spores. To bring them to their full potential, they must be cleaned of these banes. Search the waterworks and bring me the acid glands of glowworms. Many of these worms have gathered to the northwest. With those glands, I can fashion an oil that will clear away those foul things. All right. You build scale model kits, paint historical miniatures, play hex and counter war games, play Euro-style games, occasionally do some tabletop RPG, and historical research as well. I guess, I don't know if you call reading a hobby. I enjoy reading. And obviously, well, what started the conversation, video games. Yeah, I think everybody has different hobbies. And That's not including hobbies that I had when I was a kid that I got from my parents, like camping and fishing. So I need to defeat Stonecrest. And while I'm out here, I need to get some acid glands from worms. So what is my all-time favorite video game? I mean, you're looking at it. Any game that somebody has played for 16 years is going to be their all-time favorite. Now, if you break it down by genre, because we could also break it down by genre, and under the MMO category, again, it would still be LOTRO. RPG, Diablo 2. Or I should say action RPG, Diablo 2. Survival game, Valheim. Old school RPG. See, what would I go with for old school RPG? I'm not sure. Okay, here's the lizard food. And there's Stonecrest. We just gotta wait for him to finish eating. What is home for? Alright, defeated Stonecrest. Oh, Heroes of Might Magic. Okay. I've never played that. I have heard it was good, though. A game just to have fun. Well, I'm a big fan of bullet hell games, so that actually changes on a regular basis. One of the ones I like a lot is Soulstone Survivors, but I also really like Tim Swarm. They're both really fun. Now, I know that there's a place where you can find a whole bunch of these worms. I think it's right here. Yep, it is. All right, that's done. I used to like the Sims franchise. But, I don't know. EA started getting greedy with The Sims 3. And then they really went off the rails with The Sims 4. To the point where I was only buying stuff for The Sims 4 if it went on sale. And not all of it either. Nor for The Sims 3 for that matter.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
These will do fine. This will be just enough acid to make exactly what we need. And it looks like you did not get too much on yourself either.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
I have distilled and purified the acid from the glowworms into something we can use to great effect. Take this and head back to the water wheel assembly at the Great Wheel. In that area you will find many small paddles infested with the fungus spores and the main paddle covered with slime. For the wheel to work once more, the fungus and slime must be removed. Return to me when you are done and tell me the results. It would be a pity if the wheels are damaged beyond repair.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane. Be wary if you journey into Moria.
The fungus among us is back. Yeah. If you are looking for more work in the area of the Great Wheel, I would suggest you find Thormurn Endrith. He had it down there some time ago, and rumor has it that he holed up in there. Apparently the fungus was not reason enough for him to abandon his charge. He may require your assistance. He'll probably be within the wheelhouse beneath the Great Wheel. I kind of knew we would get another quest. Okay.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
So the great wizard has fallen. My brothers are avenged. The news brings tears of joy to my eyes. Making sure our travel routes are clear and open is of vital importance, and this is one step in the right direction. So I can get lizard leggings. That's lizard's leggings, which is heavy armor. That's good for champion or guardian. You got dib on the Durin Bane's horns. Or befuddling cloak. Neither of them, but we'll just take something.
How may I be of assistance?
Alright, let me look at this. Nope, I can sell it. Anything else? How far are we, anyway? What's our reputation with Moria? Miners. Garrison, we're definitely closer to making kindred with the miners than the guards, but we're not far from either. Anyone else? That's it? Okay. Alright, back out to the Great Wheel we go. All these turtles here are probably the offspring of the giant turtle in that instance. Look at this. Is that not impressive? It may be absolutely fantastical, but I love looking at it anyway. I'll see if I can remember. Much like in today's world as well in Middle Earth, that age, neither society can mimic building techniques of the past. True? It's too bad because I love some of the old building styles. Alright. Now we gotta get rid of the fungus off the main paddle. Which I don't know how Thormurn is reaching that. It's not like he's tall enough. Must face target. How much more facing the target can I get? Oh, but the dwarves do care. Because the fungus is warping the orcs into something unrecognizable. And it's actually harming them, too. You see, some of them cry out in pain. They don't even know what's happening. What? Oh. You see, I didn't even think about that. I haven't been an age since I thought about Fraggle Rock. Seriously, it's been an age since I thought about Fraggle Rock. So I'm sorry I didn't get that one. Okay, so we'll talk to Anzor later. We'll have to go back there. But now, need to go in here. You haven't danced your cares away, worries for another day, let the Fraggles play down Fraggle Rock. Not in about a bazillion years. Besides, we were more likely to be watching the Muppet Show.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Ensor sent you to aid me. You must be hardy to have made it through the creatures and the fungus. That is good to know, for I have work to do here, and if you're willing to labor hard, I am willing to set you to work. Hey, you never know what crazy stuff I'll type. True, and
I only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
And it's fun. Well, now, you can see that this place is in a state unfitting for a dwarf like myself. Too many leaks and not enough production. And add to that all the toads and lizards skittering about and, well, I am sure you understand what I mean. I suspect that the toads and lizards are being pulled along with the currents and getting stuck in the pipes, gumming them up. Do me a favor and thin out their number here and in the waterworks surrounding the Great Wheel, then return to me. We will see if we can get these pipes working as they should. Alright, so he wants me to kill some toads and lizards. We can do that, and there's plenty of them in here. Alright, so we just need lizards now. That was a toad. Oh well. We're gonna kill a couple more toads. Now this side's clear. Alright, one more. Alright. That's done. Indrith. His name is Indrith. Alright.
If it were not for the prospect of finding Mithril, I would not have come here.
Good, good. We can now see if the Great Will is ready to turn on its own once more. Then set about fixing these leaks.
Many foul things dwell in the depths of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our troubles.
With the number of toads and lizards reduced, we should get a better idea of what is clogging up the works. It is going to take some time to clean out the pipes, though. Well, that can wait for later. I have another task that I will need your help with. Of course, I first need to see if you are strong enough to help me. Roll up your sleeves and let me see how much muscle you have there. It says, show Thormurn Indrith how strong you are by flexing. It wasn't me who clogged up the pipes and works, I swear. Have you played Red Hunter? I like it better. I leveled to 150 under the 3 months. A bit rough in highlight zones, but I did not die until Waterworks. I actually have not played Red. I much prefer playing Blue, mainly because I don't like being stuck in one place when I'm attacking. I like being able to move. So Blue has actually been much preferable tree for me. I have heard a lot of hunters, well, there are two camps. They either do red because it's very high damage, or they do blue because they're like me, they prefer to move around. Alright, so what are we doing? Oh yes, we're flexing for the Thormurn. You flexed your arm for Thormurn Indrith.
I am not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Well, I have seen greater sinews on a chicken, but you will have to do. Come along, Thormurn. Let us see if we can get this wheel to move. Did you just compare me to a friggin' chicken? I understood that when you did that with my rune keeper, but Thormurn's a dwarf. Yes, he did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Balim came, but we have heard no word from him.
That was not right. I think that we sheared a gear, and our work cannot continue until we have a new one. Lucky for us, I believe I know where we can find one. Be glad he didn't ask you to lay eggs like a hen.
I doubt that Lord Balim still lives.
If we sheared a gear, and I believe that we did, we need to get a new one. During my time in the Great Wheel, I have explored many of the tunnels that feed these wheels. On one of my journeys, I spotted a gear in a room beside the tunnels. However, I thought nothing of it and left it where it lay. I believe you will need to recover this gear before work can continue. You can make your way deeper into the Great Wheel from the Drowned Deep or through the gate across the way. Hurry. So if you've already seen this thing, why aren't you going to get it and just leaving me to defend your butt? Huh? Huh? I'll see if I can remember where it's at. Not there. I think it's here. that we turn. There it is. Abandoned gear. Wow, I actually remembered where it was at. Remembered exactly where it was at. Collected the gear. Oh, I thought maybe that was, I was going to show you a door out, but I forgot. Most of these doors don't work. Okay. All right.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
You have the gear. Wonderful. While you were gone, I heard the rumble of something great moving amid the waterwork. Whether our wheels begin to turn once more or some other force lurks nearby, I do not know. Maybe a little caution would not hurt after all.
We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
I am not normally so cautious, the dwarf Thormurn, but I fear something terrible has followed us to the flooded depth. The orcs of these deeps have been here longer than us. Perhaps they know what lurks in these stilled pools. Defeat them. We have no need for further interference at the Great Wheel. I have heard that the fungus has consumed the orcs, but no matter. They may still know something we do not. If they say not, it may be that the creature is gone from this place. So you want me to go kill some orcs now? Holy snap. I didn't realize my bag was that full. Oh well. He may not have asked me to lay eggs, but he just asked me to go kill a bunch of orcs that I already killed earlier. As I say, there's usually an orc or two back here. One more. back in we go. Easy enough. Easy peasy. Ribbit, ribbit. This place is full. Excuse me. Right now. I don't know what it is. I just had the sneezes tonight.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
The orcs are afraid of tentacles dragging them down into the water. This bodes ill, my friend. I already sent my aide, Caldi, to the Valmal. It is not far from here, but now I worry that I may have made a grave error in judgment in coming here.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria?
Must be allergic to orc fungus, maybe. I sent Caldi off to the Valmal to open the doors of the channel in preparation for the work to be done there. I have not heard back from him, but I thought that maybe he was just dawdling. Now I wonder. Please, Thormurn, make your way to the Valmal, west and a little north of here, and see if Caldi is still there. I would feel terrible if anything happened to him. If he needs help, give it to him. Now, if we go all the way to the end of this passage, over here, that's the doors, the other set of doors that lead out. And that was not me getting stuck on a rock. You didn't see anything. Alright.
What do you need?
I need you to buy my junk, like really bad. I have junk coming out my ears, okay? And I need you to buy all of it. Buy all the junk. Give me all your coins. You're going to find something to eat, you'll return. I didn't see anything unless coin fails to grease my palms. All right. Let's see. Use that. Use that. And sell that. Dang. I knew I had some more stuff in there. I didn't realize I had that much more stuff. Alright, thank you, sir.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm.
It is good to know that Indrith is worried about me, though he need not be. Caldi is no fool, my friend.
Perhaps soon we will toast our victory against the orcs of Moria.
When I arrived at the Valmal and made my way to the doors, I stopped immediately as I began to push on them. I heard thrashing in the water and unintelligible screams from within. I knew then there was something alive in there. I was not reared to be a fool, so I came down here to think. While walking along the water's edge, I noticed ooze filtering out of the stone near the water, where the drains would push the runoff from within. I came running back here and have not gone near the water since. You seem an adventurous sort. Perhaps you would care to take a sample of the water near the edge for me. You will not have to travel far. Anywhere to the northeast of here should suffice. So, he wasn't dumb enough to go inside the room because he heard weird noises and said, yeah, no, I'm out of here. This looks like a good spot to test the water. Alright, we have collected a water sample. We've also pissed off the local wildlife.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
Wonderful. Now there is only one thing left to do.
Perhaps soon we shall stand face to face with Lord Bali.
Now that we have the findings, we can send them on to someone who will know what we should do. Make your way east to the Great Wheel and speak with Thormurn Indrith. He will be able to tell you if there's anything wrong with the water and how we can best deal with the situation. I'm afraid something terrible is going on here. So, back to Indrith. You know, I think as much as I used to dislike Moria, I was always fascinated with Waterworks. And the more I've come to really love Moria, the more I love Waterworks. It's one of my favorite areas. It's just so fascinating.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
This is a sample of the water near the Val Mall. He examines the foot. Not good. There is something there, and I think we need to be cautious about what we do. When you return to Caldi, tell him I said it is time for a final foray. You should head back to him now, at his encampment outside the Val Mall. Okay, I'm not really feeling the whole I'm your errand boy part. But, okay. Luckily, the two places aren't as far away from each other as I used to think. Used to think they were like half the waterworks away from each other, and it turns out they're practically next door. I love it when the mob is still in the middle of spawning when I go past it, so that it never even gets a chance to aggro.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm.
This is grave indeed. It appears that we have found something after all. In fact, it seems as though we found the very thing we had hoped we would not find since facing it outside of Khazad-dûm. We must persevere through, Thormurn.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm. Stay and speak with me a moment.
This is bad news, Thormurn. The terrible beast that assailed us outside the West Gate has made its lair here among the Waterworks. You must return to Simbi in the 21st Hall at once, and inform him of our plight. We have had many successes here in the Waterworks, but this terror could destroy everything we have worked for. I will inform Indrith and Ansur of your passage. Go with haste. What's the other one?
Perhaps soon we shall stand face to face.
Okay.
Lord Bali.
So, this here is the Watcher in the Water. Your level is too low. No kidding. So this is the Watcher in the Water instance, and it is a raid, which means 12 men and women. It's a 12-man raid. There is no stinking way one person is doing that alone. Unless they got the best gear in the world and okay, so the next set of okay. And it looks like there were only 2 of those piles of usable armor here at Waterworks. I thought there were 3. So we're still left looking for 2 for the quest. In the meantime, we have a couple of drop-off. We have to go talk to Ansur again and drop that quest off. We have to talk to a Gutty up at the Rotting Cellar about the statue piece we found. All right.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
The water wheel is nearly ready to be restored. I thank you greatly. I know it may seem like nothing, but that wheel is an important part of our efforts to restore the forges of Khazad-dûm. I can take it from here. Thank you again. Okay. All right. So you're happy. I'm happy.
How may I be of assistance?
All right. We're over 100 gold now. Woohoo! We need... yeah, it says our next location for the weapons we're looking for is 900 meters away. I've already done that one in the silver time load, though. So I don't even know what they're talking about there. Might as well get our scholar supplies on the way back. How many have we gotten? Decent little bit. Not a ton, but we weren't necessarily looking for them today. Now, before we go back up, if we were to head this way, we would find ourselves at the beginning of the Flaming Deep. That is the Burning Stair. We have just found our first exploration spot for the Flaming Deep. We're not going down there at the moment. That is not our destination, but I thought I'd pick that up real quick. I love how Moria interconnects in so many different places. It's like you could go from the Silver Time Lode through the Way of Smiths to the Red Time Lode. And from the Red Time Lode, you can get to the Second Hall, or you can get to... hold on. The Foundation of Stone. Now, who are we talking to? Aguddy. Where are you, Aguddy? I've totally forgotten where you're at. And I probably ran past you a couple times already. Oh wait, no, you're way over here, aren't you? Yes, you are.
The Lords of Moria have returned!
I have heard of the Dwarf Uxie's endeavors to reassemble Helgi Goblin Bane's great statue, so the statue's torso was nearly lost to the flooded depths. I'm glad you came when you did. It seems like the water rises daily. Before long, the statue might have been lost to history. I will send this piece along to the Chamber of the Crossroads. I don't think we have found every piece yet. I don't know how many of the pieces we have found. I don't know if that's considered a deed. We're missing 3 of the... I know where that one is. Huh. I missed that one in the Red Horn. And of course I haven't been to the Flaming Deep yet. Foundation of Stone, Red Horn Loads, Waterworks, Limelec, Quest of the Foundation, Deep Closet. No, I don't think that what I'm thinking of is considered a deed, just a quest chain. Right. Looks like all we have left to do here is head back to the 21st Hall. Which we can do the easy way, but in case I need that port for something.
The House of Durin will live forever!
Alright, we can go as far as Dolven View here. It's not the most exciting ride anyway. I know my way from Waterworks to the Deep Descent to Waterworks to the Dolven View. Does let me get a chance to admire the statues and stuff, though. And that's Doran's beard. Of course, we can't see the whole thing because Doran's face is above where we can see it. So yeah, up there is Doran's face somewhere. And of course, there's Old Silvertine City. That was fun. Oh, I know why we haven't gotten Mirror and Redhorn loads yet. Because I haven't done that set of quests out that way. Fair enough. I know where it's at now. It's in that area with all the Gredbig. You know, I've been playing Return to Moria, that survival game, and I have to admit, they did a fairly decent job of depicting Moria in that game. Now, while it's hardly perfect, and neither is LOTRO's version of it, it feels like it could be a Moria. Very Art Deco feeling.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Let's see, we are going to 21st Hall. Very, it just feels very dwarven. It's got that whole, yes, it's in ruins. You can tell that orcs have destroyed most of it, but there are still parts that show how Moria once looked. So I thought that was kind of neat. Now, that game is by no means perfect. I have a couple complaints with it. I mean, it took me forever and a day. I finally figured out what I need to do to make a bigger backpack. Right now, having 10 spaces in a backpack is woefully inadequate. I'm surprised they didn't start you with at least 15. Day-night cycle is too short, in my opinion. But other than that, it's been fun. Definitely a game that was built with co-op in mind. The Great Hall of Durin. Oh, we are so stinking close to our next level. Like, just a little more than a hair's breadth, but very, very close. And yeah, can we keep that goat on track? Thanks. I didn't realize that it would take me that short a time to finish all that stuff in the Waterworks. I guess it just goes to show, when you start figuring out where everything is, the quests go a lot faster. It used to take me ages to do those. Now, I need to talk to Simbi.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
What word do you bring? Will our great wheels turn once more? You relay your tale of what you have seen within the Waterworks. No! How many more must fall before that beast troubles us no longer? This is an unfortunate turn. We have not the numbers to make an assault on the beast yet, but perhaps in time we will. You and your allies may be able to deal a final blow against it, but I sense you are not yet prepared. The expedition must press on. The time for vengeance against this beast will come. For now, we must reclaim Zalim Malek. And woohoo! We've leveled up. Oh, Do I have a point to spend? I do. Alright, what am I spending it on? Blood Arrow has a chance to grant a bonus attack called... Which one is Blood Arrow? Barbed, quick shot, split shot, Blood Arrow. Oh, this is the one that does big damage and also restores morale. Chance to grant a bonus attack called Exsanguinate that applies a strong bleed to the target. Alright, I will do that. Oh, we're moving right along with his skills. Dang. How do I have so much stuff in my bags again?
Equipped to venture into Khazad-dûm.
I'm ill-equipped to venture into Khazad-dûm. Yeah, I've been wandering all over Khazad-dûm for, I don't know, days now. And you've been playing it on this crate, on your butt, this whole time. So, who's ill-equipped to venture into Khazad-dûm? It's certainly not me.
Welcome to Khazad-dûm.
I love how they keep saying stuff like that. Like they have not seen me before. Put this stuff in here for the moment. I'll get rid of it when I'm ready to put stuff in the vault again. Speaking of which, I wonder what this week's sales are. Let's take a look. Run speed boost. Mount speed boost. Princess riding trait. Upgrade your mounts to have 68% speed. I mean... Account found apprentice riding trait. Fleet-footed goat. But I have 2 goats, so I'm not worried about that. Couple of steeds. Journeyman riding. 78% speed. But I certainly don't have 2,500 LOTRO points. He has 724. Slayer Deed accelerators. We still have a couple of those from boxes and stuff. More steeds. It looks like mounts. Mount and more mount. So, yeah, looks like travel things are the sell of the week. All right. Nothing exciting there. Let's see. Ah, skirmish trainer. Hello.
Once there was trade between the dwarves of Moria and the elves.
Oh yes, it is time to upgrade that. Thank you.
Would that we could procure a trophy from Durin's Bane.
What do I need to... I need level 61, 63, and 65 to open those slots up. Okay. We should probably practice one. Because before long, we are going to be doing some skirmishes as part of our epic questline. What do I want to do? I want to do an offensive. What do I feel like doing? Let's try storm on Misadventures.
While the Grey Company journeyed south to the aid of Aragorn, we came upon a Dunlanding hag named Gwillian, called the Old Woman of the Mountain. She sought to raise an army of ancient evil to aid the White Hand against Rohan. It was our duty, Amlon's and mine, to keep her at bay.
Alright. Capture the outer courtyard gate. You have taken control of the outer courtyard and will now claim the banner. An encounter, a cry of rage sends chills down your spine. Budant, huh? All right. Do I have... No, I don't. And I should get Miss Medriel to make him some, Edelhorn tokens. You have taken control of the inner courtyard and may now claim the banner. Alright, what's... Hilchel. Alright. Hilchel's down. And we took care of most of the mobs in this area too. Yeah, we did. Alright, here comes the hard part. Keeping the drummer alive. I'm trying to protect him. My pet, you will pay. The White Hand will crush you. That's why I just beat your butt. Go ahead and get our rewards. I confess, I had not even imagined that the old woman of the mountain had power enough to summon such a horde of devils to her aid. It is well that she has been defeated. Well done, Thormurn, my friend, through many dangers. Although we've actually not met yet, I don't think. What did we pick? Ranged attack extent. Are we serious? That's what I put on my, oh my god, it gave me the exact thing that I put on the bow. Ah. Well, I guess I'll break that down and use the ancient scripts towards whatever he's going to put on his axe. But,
It is hoped that Balian's company discovered Mithril.
Of course they would do that to me.
You are ill-equipped to venture into Khazad-dûm.
Wish I would quit saying that. I don't have to repeat myself, but y'all are sitting there with your fingers up your butts, and I'm running around Moria killing stuff. So, who's ill-equipped? How much gold do we have now? Still 110, but 110 and a half now.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
The day of the dwarves is coming. Yeah, but I don't think it's gonna be for a little while yet, dude. Really? Seriously. But I can't break this down into ancient scripts. This hunter's sort of legend that I don't need. I don't think it will let me break it down. Nope, it won't. How many ancient scripts do I have? 70. I need at least 150. Yeah, I need at least 150 to get a word of power for the axe. Alright, so we still have to find more piles of old weapons. Now it looks like we still have some quests down in the Red Horn Lodes. So, and it looks like that's where we're headed next time. For now, I'm going to park him over
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
at the Dolben View so we can get one or two of those instances done, pick up some more things we can break for ancient scripts, so he can hopefully get an upgrade for his axe before he has to go back down to the Red Horn Lodes. We'll see. And while he's riding, I'm going to take a second to thank everybody that stopped by this evening. Starting with Drive By. Always good to have you come in and let me know everything's looking good. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you to George Chris for coming in. Appreciate you. Thank you to Nordic for stopping in. Always appreciate you coming in and love the jokes. Thank you to Grizzly Rave for stopping by. Appreciate you. Thank you to Plastonic. Appreciate you coming in. And let's see, did I miss anybody? I don't think so. But if I did, I'm sorry. I'm just horrible with names. But also, thank you to everybody who might have popped in and out, might have stuck around a little while and didn't say anything. Know that you are also greatly appreciated. But next time, well, feel free to say hi. I promise I don't bite. And with all that being said, Tuesday, we will be back in LOTRO with Thormurn. And Friday for certain, we will be back seeing how much trouble we can get into in Morrowind. And sometime between now and Saturday, I haven't decided which yet. It's probably going to be Saturday again, to be honest. We'll do some more Path of Exile too. But I will keep y'all updated. If you don't want to miss anything, and you haven't already, well, you know what to do. Hit like, hit subscribe, do all the fun clicky things the website wants you to do. But you being here, well, it's greatly appreciated. So, until next time, I hope y'all have a great night. You have a wonderful Monday. And until next time, bye for now.